everyone's week has been enjoyable. I know for some it has. And some, well, we need it tonight. And so we are here. Recapping a little bit of last session, you guys had dealt with the large frogs and the female entities on the island. Kaporan doing most of the dealing with as they incapacitated him, took back their stones that he had taken from them, and then left the island. As the weather calmed down, you guys then got to digging. After a long rest, continued digging further into the frog pond, finding the obelisk underneath, and having a very interesting encounter. The obelisk transforming into these black stones once more, and after a quick conversation with a certain someone, found out that, yeah, that's supposed to be here, and so were the ladies. And so now that's something else that's got to get cleaned up. But nevertheless, during the process, the blue crystal of the obelisk transformed, this allowing higher level spells than level 3 to be cast once more. To be frank, actually what had completely happened was only spells of level 5 and higher were to be used now on that island. But you didn't stay long to figure that out, but now you know. Because originally that crystal, and communing back with Illinid, he could explain, the blue crystal was used because currently over you guys is actually a fold of the blanket. So, an over-amplification of magical power, and that crystal was negating any too high-level magic, so you wouldn't pull too strongly on it, so it'd allow the blanket to even out. But now you guys have reversed the crystal, and you are now creating the bunching once more in over that specific spot. Good times.
Well, those girls can figure it out. They're fine.
Oh, they're gone.
Fine.
They were told they weren't going to be bothered, and they could keep that island for themselves, and as soon as someone else showed up, they were like, fuck it, we're out.
Pussies.
Somebody just go tell them, hey, you can go back now.
But with that, you guys were able to teleport back to the keep and go with your original destination of somewhere on the northern coast of Buffon to find an airship. This then set you out on a galloping adventure through first the grasslands and rolling hills, then into the grasslands of a green ash covered location. During this time in your travels in wide open expansive areas with nothing around for miles, you noticed an entity in the sky that seemed to turn towards you all. This entity being large and in charge, coming directly at you. Dome of force created over your group, and as an ancient white dragon came down over the group, landing claws onto the dome, breathing a dust of disintegration across the dome. A familiar voice rang out, and Racha being able to pinpoint it. This was Laverne, Polly's sister. As she jumped around and jumped down, the dragon catching her before hitting the ground, the dragon himself, Throzak, transformed into his Duragar visage once more, finding out that once Laverne had told Throzak that Polly might not be able to make the situation, he wanted to do right by his new fiancée and go out and search to hopefully help them along and make a better shot of them coming back in time for the wedding. Brief interactions and greetings, introductions, and a request made to Throzak to take you guys to Lonatov. He, not having the ability to get to the exact city that you wanted to, nor did he want to go there, but he could get you onto the continent, in the country, and even a decently nearby city of Ecomore. With everyone together, he transformed back into dragon form to be able to use the full power of his magic and teleported you all there, landing in a predetermined position for larger entities to teleport to and from. With this, he transformed back into his Durkar self. Laverne said her goodbyes and well wishes, and she went with Thrazek as Thrazek was almost immediately accosted by what seems to be some sort of aide of his, and they had dinner to go to. This leaving some in your party a little bit more worse for wear. A tavern was pointed out, and those immediately went inside, ordering alcohol. Any alcohol. You guys got to go into the tavern, the Harpy's Feather, and see an interesting copper automaton working behind with the bartenders themselves. You all got your designated drinks, and Polly even got his bucket o' drink. But hey, he meant something else, but he's not going to say no. We left just as Bryn started to drink her drink. An interesting javelin cup that transformed as it was pushed and rotated down into very hefty, heavy, and I forgot to mention, it's like a hot drink. It's almost like a hot wine. You start drinking it and get overcome with the need to finish this drink. Just like the same overcoming feeling that you get when your hands start to glow and you need to reach out and collect a soul. You guys all are drinking. Polly probably initially trying to keep up with Bryn, though at first maybe not meaning to.
She's too slow.
Even dwarves have to breathe. But Nori, you obviously sitting next to Bryn, worriedly look as Bryn's eyes are like wide open, like almost worried open. You seeing the muscles flex in her arm as she's gripping the handle of this mug and drink. And then she gets to a point where she's done. But she's still holding the mug up and just frozen there. She's there for about 4-5 seconds before slam. This almost kind of freaks you out, and you instinctually like reach out, like grab her arm, like, "You okay?" But that's where we resume. She just slammed her mug down.
Are you okay?
That was how long that was?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. She'll look at you. Yeah, I'm fine.
Did I have lesser restoration prepped for tomorrow?
You do not feel like this drink had any alcohol in it.
No, I'm fine. Maybe she'll look at Polly and his bucket. maybe for Polly though.
Okay.
What's been one hell of a drink?
I'm
According
fine.
to the recipe on his drink.
I'm fine, just leave me in my bucket.
Alright, leave the man to his bucket.
The only time you see Polly surface to say these words, you see his usually brunette beard now is starting to take on the form of like a red, like a almost strawberry blonde-esque, as the excess red liqueur is starting to dye his beard.
You just keep a bucket underneath his beard so you can have.
I mean, I'm not that sloppy.
No.
Not at least 2/3 of the way through the bucket. And I'll breathe.
Well, that wasn't how I expected today to go, but
So nobody else is drinking? Really?
yeah,
Besides
we're all
Bryn?
drinking. We're just not
Really?
downing it like you are.
Well, why not? It's a bar.
God's done. To be fair, though,
and-
his looked like a fish, so you wouldn't exactly know he was drinking, probably.
Probably only about like 3/4 of the way through the fish, you're just like, "Ooh, this has got some kick."
Amric will be very slowly sipping his way through his mug of dark snow, whatever it was.
Me and Chris or Emmerich have dark snow.
I will raise my hand and like do the whole like I need a drink thing.
You see the bartender kind of like look over, then look at the rest of your group, kind of towards Bryn, because you're the only Valkyrie of the group. And then like you make another motion for it, and he like turns around and is like, "Oh fuck it, fine, okay." The automaton, like, it's funny. Those with a higher perception of over 17, you see the bartender like talking to the automaton, and the automaton is like having a glitch. It's like it's not used to refilling a bucket, so the bartender's trying to like teach it something new in the moment. Like, it's one thing to like say, untap this keg and let it pour out, and he can put a bucket, but here at this tavern you get a cheaper if you get a refill. So he's trying to like teach this thing a refill on a bucket and what that is. So there's a little bit of a delay, Polly, until you finally get your bucket.
Well, no, I hear the argument behind me, and I kind of roll my eyes and sigh real big.
Yeah,
And I
eventually.
look back, and I'm like, I get up, and I'm like, no. God, have you never been a fucking bartender? No, I don't want another
Don't be
round.
rude.
I want 6 shots. But you wouldn't have walked over to ask, did you? And I plopped down 10 platinum.
Oh, you want a
I need
table
6
call?
shots of angel tears, please. Now, please.
He does a couple quick snaps, and the automaton like fixes and rewrites itself and goes, and you see as the copper wall that's behind him starts to shift over, like it rotates, and you see what looks to be like a nice stone engraving of an angel or a celestial of some sort. It's the upper half of like the chest and the wings that are outstretched, and the head kind of like leans down, and the automaton has 6 shot glasses between his 2 hands as it turns around to face this thing, and you see the eyes open on the stone statue, and it starts crying, and it grabs the tears.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, I know that's busy and stuff, but you wouldn't happen to have a piece of paper and a pencil, please?
Not a problem. And he takes out it almost looks like a quill, but without the feathers on the back end of it. But it's got the long spine like a quill. And throws you over 3 pieces of parchment, and basically it's a quill that never runs out of ink.
Perfect. You know what? I don't need. Okay, so come here for a second. Come here. I need you to write something for me because I know what happens, and I need you to write a message for me.
Okay.
And I need you to make sure that after I take this with my friends, that you give the message to whatever happens. Got it?
Yep. Yeah. I understand.
Okay. So, I need you to write down that I need a tattoo of a moon-touched sword. And it is very imperative that you make sure that it says moon-touched sword.
All right. Long sword, short sword.
Moon-touched sword. Moon-touched.
Moon touched. Yes, I understand.
Got it. Okay.
Long sword.
Sword.
Long or short?
I put 2 hands on it, so that is probably something near midway for me.
Any specific location?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
I'll take out the highly lewd locations. How about that?
I don't know about that.
Have you ever had a tattoo on your junk? It's not fun.
Let it happen.
Okay.
Oh, it can go from a short
Sword to a long sword. Yes,
sword.
I've thought of that too. Don't worry.
Just write it down. And
Yep, I got it.
okay.
Do you want me to tuck it in your
Bren!
pocket?
Bren,
Guess Bryn's gonna go over to Polly.
do you have a
Just been
pen?
watching this, just hearing everything like, oh boy.
Do you have a pen? Like a pen, not a pen, but a pen, not like a poker pen, not a right pen.
The bartender kind of like pulls one out and like slides it over to you as you've come up next to Polly.
Can you pin this right here? Just right here. Right here. On the front.
Guess I'll do that.
Bryn like
Okay.
takes it and starts to pin it, and the bartender like reaches over and like slides your hand up a little bit so that way you're not about to pin it into his nipple.
Oh, it could happen too. You'd like that, wouldn't you? All right, where's those shots?
And he's like, better to pin it out of easy reach so that way it stays. And then the automaton kind of like still holding the shots behind the bartender, he reaches over and grabs them and starts walking to the table and puts them down for you guys.
All right, everyone. Take a shot. Here is to my stupid sister. Oh my God, did I cause this? This is my fault, isn't it? This is happening right now, isn't it? She's gonna marry a dragon. Okay, so we've got shots, and we're gonna take them. Racha, you have to take one too. You have to take one. You have
The
to swallow
bartender
it.
has 3 keys in his hand, and he puts one in Bryn's hand. He looks at Polly, who's going to give you one. And then he kind of like looks at the group, is like, who's going to be sleeping with him?
Amric, where's
Amric, you get a key, and then there's another key. It's 2 people per room.
God damn it. Fucking Kapoor and Rachel again.
I find it hilarious that you guys just don't care that Karen and Shaw keep being bumped together.
Nori,
It just happens.
There is a
Nori,
I thought it was you
different
and me,
motivation
and
behind
it
that decision.
Got fucked up.
Kaporan just reaches a hand out, and the guy hands Kaporan a key.
Nori grabs it and goes. Nori grabs it and goes. Kaparan, you're rooming with Polly.
Up above his head.
Amric, you're rooming with your chaw.
Kaporan has the
Puts the key
key.
up above his head.
Bryn will grab the key out of Kaporan.
Oh!
He will punch you in the gut if needed.
Dex versus
Kapoor
Dex.
never to go the way. Oh, damn, okay.
Dex?
Can I give the help action by trying to thwart Kaparan?
No, because he's about ready to dimension doors, so no help.
Damn it.
That'd be a natural 1 for me.
So literally anything you roll, Kaporan, you win.
Yeah, try and
That
steal
doesn't
the
get
key
you out
from
of it.
Amric while he's watching all this.
Sure. Slide a hand check.
Man, I got a natural 1 too. This is not a good day.
Amric, you
Well,
just feel this feathered hand like sliding down your forearm and like starting to feel out your wrist and then reaching over the hand. But you've got like a decent grip on it. It's not like you're like limp wristing it, so you're just kind of like look down to see Racha's hand, like trying to very gently open up your fingers.
As soon as Racha touches me, I probably have a little bit of a flinch reaction, and I might like slightly elbow him in the side, but not enough to do any damage.
He's definitely not going to stop trying to take him from you, and he's just making direct eye contact with you now.
So you two just see, or everyone else just sees Racha and Amric making eye contact with each other while they're playing with their hands.
Hey, lover boys. No. We're having shots. We're having shots. Here, and I'll
Nori looks over at the bartender. What is this guy's reaction?
He's
to this
gone.
shit
One
show?
He handed the
One
key
to
to
each of
Kaporin
you.
and he's out.
One to each of
Is
you.
he- Oh my goodness, that's fantastic.
You can't say no, Nori. I'm watching you.
I have a mechanics question.
Huh?
I have a mechanics question.
What's that?
So, I have the ambush ability to add onto my stealth rules. Can that be added onto sleight of hand as well?
Yeah.
No.
Mm-mm.
It's okay. Richard would stop after like a minute of trying.
Rajah's also starting to get a little tipsy off that. Like, he's getting that buzz. The base of his feathers, if you could see them, are starting to get a little red, a little flush.
All right, kids. Let's do this. Everybody, and I'm watching you, Nori. I'm watching you. I'm watching you drink. I'm watching you swallow. I'm watching you.
About to be
I'm
really
just
weird.
gonna pat
And I will take the
Polly
shot.
on the shoulder, on the back.
While Polly is taking a shot, Amrit's going to attempt to dump his.
Okay, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. Okay. You dump yours.
And I see you do it.
Oh, it's not even the fact that you see him do it. It's the extra reaction that kind of gets everyone's attention in the bar.
Oh my god.
As he dumps the angel tear, the stone head of the angel.
I'm dumping it into another cup, like my cup. I'm not just throwing it on the floor.
It doesn't matter. You hear, and it's, oh god, it's an unsettling sound of stone grinding on stone. And so it gets everyone's attention as you're, and it kind of like startles those who are in the middle of drinking, like getting ready to drink. It kind of makes you go, ugh, and like shove the drink down real quick because it's just a startling noise and you're already like precipitously on the lips. So that'd probably be Kapoor and Nori. Brim was probably waiting till Polly drank his before she started
Yeah.
drinking hers.
Yep, yes, I
Yeah,
was.
Richard is very hesitant about his as well because of Polly's insistence.
Yeah, I don't super trust drunk Polly. He's making questionable decisions.
Did we hear his conversation with the bartender about like he knows what's gonna happen? Because
Well,
that would very much
Not
concern
really.
Richard.
Maybe Nori. But
I was definitely watching.
But I mean, you guys aren't also like sitting at the bar. Like this, the closest table that you guys have is probably a good 20 something feet away, and the bar is decently busy. So it's not like it's a hole in the wall that's quiet or a speakeasy or something like that. It's like ruckus time. So if anything, Nori probably was reading the lips of the bartender as he was like coming back from it. And since he read as he was writing he was speaking the words as he was writing the note, she probably knows what the note said before she even saw the note and like got some of the conversation, but not the whole thing.
Polly, are you sure this is okay? Because we've had it once and we all blacked out.
It's fine. It's fine. You know what? You don't have
Everyone-
to. You don't want to. You just have to. That's okay. It's
Why
okay.
is the head moving, guys?
The bartender
Nori
is
turns
walking
just-
over as this
Because Amric wasted the alcohol. That's why.
the
Emmerich.
stone angel's face is just stuck on Emmerich. And the bartender walks over and like looks at the stone face and then looks back once he gets next to Emmerich just to make sure he's got the right person. He kind of like leans over the cups, sees the shot glass empty, And Angel's Tears in itself is a decently silvery liquid that doesn't mix with any other liquid. So when you poured it into your other cup, it just immediately rises to the surface. And there's just a thin film of silver liquid on top of your dark snow. And kind of... I wouldn't have suggested that, but I highly suggest more that you finish it.
I apologize if I offended, but I was trying to not offend my friend by not drinking it.
There was a lot of triple negatives in that sentence. I'm not sure where we stand. Either way, I'm not sure if you know where Angel's Tears come from, but it's actually the blood of a celestial god. So, everyone in here will probably stab you if you don't drink it.
Drink it.
Don't worry. Hence the rooms. You guys are already taken care of.
I'll take my shot. Right then and there, just to be a dick about it.
Gobble down his.
Guess we're doing the shots. Oh, this is a bad idea. All right, let's do it.
Come on, Emmerich.
I
Don't
make
be
the
a party
best worst
pooper.
decisions.
Yeah. Or I'll probably wait till Bryn does hers.
Give you a little cheers.
Little wraparound shots.
And as right after I take my shot, I'll look to the bartender and be like, "Tell my angel I love him."
And
As my head falls to the table.
he just nods to you.
What did he mean by that?
Oh, don't you know what happens? Well, Emmerich?
No, if he doesn't have a choice, he's going to very reluctantly take the shot.
Okay. So you have to like sip the shot up off the top of your other drink. Everyone, go ahead and give me Constitution saving throws. Those that do not have a +2 have no chance of making it, so don't worry.
And we got a 13.
As a 1.
Me at 15.
Bryn rocks.
I don't think that makes it, so I think I'm gonna. Can I try the Indomitable
Nope.
on that?
Not
What?
with this.
No! So close! Damn it.
Yeah, I saved, didn't I? Because I got 23.
You just saved.
Most
How
reluctant
would
one.
somebody with a
take a shot.
+2 make it if they can only get a 22?
Because a nat 20 +2, I would give as a save.
I would have had to get a 20 in order to do it.
I had a +4. I still failed.
All right.
I was
So-
automatically failed. I'm a 1.
At least we're trying to roll to try, though.
Fine, I will.
And watch, we're trying at 20s. Oh, so close. All right. So, Amric, you actually get to hear what goes on as the conversation continues after Kaporin slinks his head into the table. You see everyone else doof, 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 doof. And you're kind of standing there like, oh shit, what just happened? But the bartender continues on with his sentence. If the tears are a bit too strong for your constitution, an celestial or Asimar will take over your body to keep you safe. And during that time, you see them all start to sit up and stand and come back to attention, but all of their eyes are completely, almost kind of how Polly's eyes get when he communes with Illinade. Just glowing with just a bit of almost like steam or frost coming off the edges of it. Seeing that you passed this, He then turns to you and goes, "Seems your constitution was enough. Now we just have to see about your mind." Wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, fuck. Is there a minimum number for this one?
No.
How does this work with Luke?
I'm using Indomitable.
You cannot
20.
use Indomitable for an ingestion.
Fuck.
This isn't an intoxication. What Amric is going to go through is an intoxication. So, Amric, almost immediately after he says that, you're looking at this bartender, and it's almost acid trip-esque, as it almost looks like his face starts to melt away. You start to freak out, and you feel some sort of steadying force along your shoulders that seems to right you, and his face sort of comes back together, and you see his arms are around your shoulders. Don't worry. You are protected. Just give in. And you kind of like go to say something, but your lips aren't working correctly, and you just end up like kind of drooling on yourself a little bit. And then you see your friends all heartily having conversations in different voices than you know them to ever have. They seem to be smiling and raucously elbowing one another, ordering drinks from the bartender who's right next to you. You feel a light pat on the back of your shoulder as the bartender goes to start taking their orders, and you're kind of left there, like, just trying to keep balance as all these individuals are currently inhabiting the bodies of your friends.
Is Rachaz still not able to talk?
You know, this is the first time out of Racha that you're hearing complete and full sentences. Also in a different voice than what you imagine.
It's
Rachaz.
probably the most acid trippy thing he's looking at right now is like Rachaz talking. What the hell?
Like an upstanding British voice just coming out of Racha and in eloquent sentences. There's only one voice that sounds semi-familiar. And as you kind of like hone in on it, you're like, oh god, I know that voice. And you look over, and Polly, out of Polly's voice, you hear Illinade. Polly, now a foot taller. You see the genteel expression on his face that you only see when Illinade takes over and starts doing his smirks and his characteristics. But he reaches over to you in much longer arm than Polly's normally is, and grasps your shoulder and kind of shakes you, which kind of rocks your world for a moment. And he takes the pin out of his chest, reads the paper, and then shows the paper to Amric. And with a big ol' smile on Polly/Illinade's face, he boops Amric on the nose and goes, "We're gonna have fun tonight, buddy."
I
I will
win.
respond, but I'm too drunk.
And
And I don't think I was able to read the paper.
nope. Well, I mean, you probably read it beforehand when Polly was just sitting there. But remembering what that was, you're just like, oh no, there's something on paper. Paper something. Words. What are they? I don't know. Existential crisis? Yes, much. A round of drinks comes by, and you are immediately worried, as all of these drinks are on fire. You see all these friends of yours take these drinks still on fire and just start chugging them with the fire still on it. And you kind of reach out and grab your mug and about ready to do it before Polly's hand reaches out and covers the mug to kill the flame and then lets it go. And you kind of like look at it and you look over to him and he gives you a thumbs up. You kind of like throw a thumbs up back at him and drink it. Now for the next round of things, I have set up a diagram of what might happen tonight with said thing going on.
Oh.
So I need to do this individually for each one of you. So using my Zoom as how I'm going to do this, I'm going to do Kaporin first. So Kaporin, for you, I need you to roll
Okay.
a d12 first. Okay.
Four.
And actually, Nori, Bryn, Richa, I need you all to roll d12s as well.
Two.
Okay, cool. This just dictates who's inside you.
That does not sound good.
Not in
Let
the
it
way
be
that
the emo-
Kaporin's used to.
Please let it be the emo guy from Solbrin that I met on top looking for the druid.
That would be fantastic.
Alright.
Like your guy Richard just comes up. He's like, "Why the fuck did I get the bird?"
Yeah, he just like looks down, like, damn it, I'm the bird.
Make it easier to do it like this.
Are Ari and Junko
No, they're human.
Asimar? They're not. Okay.
Yeah. Trying to think if anyone has had interaction. I think Barrick and them did with the other Asimars.
Yeah, Barrick had met like Illuminade's whole squad.
Yeah. So some of those guys
Feel
are
that as
involved
well.
here.
I've also met a few of them. Like a couple of them, I think.
Yeah, Vinny's the only one that met that same group altogether.
Yeah, I think we met a couple of them in that camp, or was it just Vinny having angel tears?
Okay. I'm just making sure I got this right here. Da, 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 da. So Bryn has Sagan. Nori has Linsis. Kaporin has Altair.
I like that name.
But that would be creepy, Richa.
And Richa has Forain. Forain was the chubby one.
I was hoping it was the emo one.
Nah, emo one did not get rolled, unfortunately. But only one of you is Asimar, the other three are Celestial, so. Some things that you would know and carry over after, everything wears off. Alright, okay, Kaporin, so you already rolled a d12. Okay, go ahead and roll a d6 for me. Yeah, d6.
6. 4 again.
Another 4. Okay.
Oh
We're
god.
starting off great.
Oh god.
Yeah, love that.
Perrin's
An
gonna
afternoon to remember.
he's gonna have woken up to have murdered somebody because he's got the Assassin's Creed game.
All right, Kaporin, roll a d4.
4. Oh my god!
You and your 4s. Okay.
Do I win something if I get all 4s?
I'll make something special happen.
Hey.
Okay. Um, and then a D10.
A multiple of 4.
I know, two
Yeah.
fours.
2 4s together. Yeah.
Do I win?
Is it possible to have 4 happen twice?
It was double 4. Okay, so 8, 8, 8. All right.
I wake up and I learn I have a child.
You have a son somewhere.
Oh Lord.
Good, another battery.
Okay, Nora, you're next. So you,
What
Missy,
am I rolling?
I need a D20.
Nat 1!
Luckily, it doesn't have the
Oh,
same
no.
connotation.
Okay.
Don't worry, ship space again.
So let's see. Because it's different with each person that's inside you. So.
Do they have like awareness of our memories or no?
Oh yeah, they know everything.
So that she knows she's dating whoever's in Bryn's body.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's why I said there's an extra layer on top of this, depending on who you have inside you, because each one of them has their own personality. So I literally have a chart where I have to go to the graphs for things that might happen with certain people. Okay, so lenses. All right, and you got a 1. Okay, that kind of makes it easy. Alright. Okay, and then yeah, that works. All right. A D10 is your next roll. Everyone's gonna have
6.
3 rolls, by the way. It wasn't 4, but 1 was for the who's inside you. 6. Okay, lenses 6. Okay. And then a D6 again, or not again, but a D6.
Yo, 6.
Alright, 9, this is 6. What does it say? Oh, okay. Alright, Bryn, you're next. You have Sagan. Go ahead, Sagan. D12. 12. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, Bryn, now roll for me a D8. And then a D10. Yeah. Okay. Polly, needs you to roll a d40.
How do I do that?
That'll probably...
Just slash roll and then space D40.
Or
Should
just two
work.
20s and it'll add them?
Well, no, because you need the chance of getting a 1.
Okay, so
So slash roll d40, right?
in...
With a space. But yeah.
Okay.
And
In
it
roll
should
20?
yeah, and
Yeah.
it should just work.
In the chat box.
Not understanding then.
In here?
Yeah, I did the slash roll or slash 40 roll.
Slash roll space d40. Yeah, like in the... Like, Bryn just wrote it in the chat for Zoom. There you go. 27. That's gonna need the extra page. Scroll down. There we go.
Prime numbers.
Hell. $27 is not a prime number. 9 times 3. You're thinking 17.
Having alcohol before dungeon.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's drunk. Don't let him question it.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. All right. Okay. A D20. Okay. Sure. Oh yeah, Illinois. He's got the spicy options.
Of course he does.
Of course he does.
We're gonna wake up in the morning having no idea where Polly is.
And D20 again.
First thing we're checking,
It
tattoo
would be the
parlors.
first time.
You all will find yourselves safely in your beds by the time the night is up. 16.
How doesn't find assurance in this?
But did the bartender tell Illuminaid that Polly loved him?
Oh, first thing.
I kind of figured it'd be Illuminaid if he wasn't too busy.
All right. Richa, you are up, my friend. Frayne's a little bit more reserved. So, D8.
Rolling ones constantly, man.
Hey, better to get him out during something like this than in battle.
Was the one angel a very bad choice?
The one angel was the emo guy.
Oh, damn it.
All right. All right, D6.
I called that one.
Rolling hot tonight.
D6.
The second one, you mean?
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
I'll take it.
Talk about conservative.
Chalk could have rolled 666 and we would have seen where that went.
Demons.
Yeah, then a demon tries to re-inhabit my body.
All right, Amric, a D10. It's your turn, bud. Okay. D4?
1.
And a D8.
Another 1. I rolled the lowest total out of everybody.
All right.
Not Amrit tonight.
Well, if we destroy any tables, I've got my Shatter Spike.
Okie dokie, everyone. So, now that that's all taken care of and out of the way, you all find yourselves waking up the next day in bed. Everyone relegated to their rooms. Some of you are sore. Not muscle sore, but tender skin in certain places. Polly, Kaporin, and a whole lot of Amric. You guys all have the stinging, burning skin sensation of fresh tattoos placed upon your body. Kaporin, unfortunately for you, this is down the center of your back, so you cannot see what is going on, and you only have one mirror. So you can't. All you can do is angle it just enough over your over your shoulder to see out of your peripheral that there is ink across your back. Amric, you wake up and there's just pain radiating through large portions of your skin and face. You're used to, obviously, tattoo pain, so this, at least you're able to recognize it decently early, but there's some extra little pains here and there that just, like, either the tattoo got real intense or maybe bled a lot, or you're not sure, but, ooh, tenderness. Polly, you have an intense pain through pretty much your mid to lower back. And pretty much, I mean, it feels like the entirety of that area, but that's just because pain radiates. Wait, what the fuck did I just write? Oh, that's right. Let me clean that up so I can keep that. Alright. Emmerich, I don't think you or Racha own a mirror of any sort, so you can't see anything. Racha, you would wake up and... First off, you feel heavy, Racha. Like, oh my god. You kind of like stand up and look down, and you've got a little bit of a potbelly going on. As you are just... Oh, it's the day after Thanksgiving, and you are like, ooh, oh. So, Amric, as you're starting to feel this pain, you see Racha's with Kaporin. Kaporin, you see Racha kind of stand up and like lift up his belly a little bit, almost like a pregnant woman, kind of just like carrying it around with him, just like, oh. As it's tender, your stomach's never distended out this much before. And
Oh, he's okay.
Kapoor, and you're feeling this pain on your back, and you see Racha, and you're about to ask him to look on your back for you before you hear and you hear chicken after chicken after chicken after chicken, and you look down and around Racha's bed, and coming out from underneath the bed there's about 30 chickens that just start. And then Racha almost immediately, you like look at your belly, and then you look at the chicken. Oh dear. But then you're starting to get flashes of where these chickens came from, and you didn't eat any of them. Varane's not that evil of a guy.
Oh my god.
Do I remember any of what happened last night?
Not yet. Bryn, Nori. You guys have... First off, Bryn, you wake up sore for different reasons. A large black eye is starting to form over your left eye. And just feeling your muscles, they're bruised, and you can tell underneath your clothes as you start to like touch. Ow. Oh, that's gonna suck later. Oh, nope, it's later now. It's sucking now. And then you kind of like roll away from Nori and start to get up. Oh, Nori, you're like, ooh, it's cold all of a sudden as she's like moved the covers off a little bit, and you kind of like, oh, you kind of like reach and hold around yourself, and you're like, wait. You start touching yourself, and you're like, and then you look down. There's a lot less clothes than you usually sleep with, and a new sort of garment that now graces your body. As you're now in some sort of interesting Valkyrie-style lingerie. And you just like immediately like grab the blankets and a new level of the fuck comes across your mind as like you get these like 1, 2, 3 flashes of you and Bryn going into a store, and Bryn, or at least the body of Bryn, reaching out onto a clothesline and grabbing a lingerie set, and before you even feel like you can utter a word, money gets thrown on the table, and you guys walk out with this. And you're just like, oh dear. All your stuff is over in a corner and put away nicely, but you now have extra clothes. Sort of. Anyway. Polly. You're not back yet. As Amric is like trying to find something in his bag to be used as a salve to help with the healing process, Illinade still has control. Though it's sort of like the commune, where it's kind of half there, half not. Like you still have control of your body, but you're still present, but you're not in the driver's seat in the mind situation. You try to talk, and you just kind of get this barrier, and Illinade kind of goes in on himself and goes, sorry, Polly, you just need to help explain some things from last night. I'll give you control, and once everyone's together, I can give a bit of a rundown. And with that, he'll sort of fade out and let you take over.
So is that a get everybody together kind of thing?
Sort of like a see you at breakfast type of thing. As the majority of you are starving now, well, except Rashaw.
So I'll get up, and is Amric on the floor or in a bed, or?
He's probably standing up by now, looking through his backpack for something to help with the searing pain.
And how does it look? How does he look?
Looking at Emmerich, you see a whole host of new tattoos. Large majority of it, at least from the face that you can see, seems to be the same tattoos that he had, but now there's extra flair. There's extra just little tweaks and bits. Where the majority of his tattoos sort of like ended at his eyes, it now sort of scales back and around to the back of his skull. You're saying that this much extra has been added to just his face tattoos. You can only guess what's probably gone to the rest of his body.
Can I go into my bag and grab one of my medical kits and start making like a cooling salve for both of us?
Yeah, easy to make a paste of some sort.
And while I'm doing that, I'm like, Amber, come here. I just want to let you know that things have been fixed all over. Sorry it happened all at the same time. But this'll help. And trust me, it looks a lot better.
I can definitely feel that it went a lot extra. It's a lot worse than last time.
Well, I wouldn't say it was worse.
Well, it feels worse.
Oh, yeah. Well, this'll help. And I'll, like, rub around his face and, like, on his back and wherever I can see stuff.
As he goes to take off his shirt, like, gingerly, you now see, across his back, the bear tattoo is there in pretty much all of its glory, except extra. The blade and different things. There's also a very nice, very intricately tattooed face of a woman down on the bottom left, like basically right over the kidney. And you're like, obviously that wasn't there before, but this is like almost photorealistically done. Like very well, almost picture perfect. And it bears a strong resemblance to Emmerich. And where the face is put, it's almost as if like that's the face, and if the body wasn't part of the tattoo, almost like the body is inside the body, it kind of grabs a hand is grabbing the sword that is piercing the bear. Also, scattered throughout different other portions of his tattoo, you can see small Valkyrie runes that have been put in here. And then you get to the chest.
This is still on Amric, right?
Yep. And you see, tattoos weren't the only thing that were added, as he now has 2 nipple piercings with a thin chain that runs between them. On each of his pecs now, so I believe you had the eagle on your chest, right?
It was a phoenix.
Phoenix, yeah. Yeah, the phoenix is still on the chest, but it's been slightly raised up a little bit, so the majority of the outstretched wings are in the upper pecs. And in the space below the wings now, it's almost like 2 different balls of lightning scattering out, and parts of the phoenix that are on fire, it now has like a backdrop of lightning that's centered around these 2 areas. And inside each ball, there is 2 separate runes. I'll get you all these runes later, Amric. Altogether, there's 8 runes.
I'm assuming I don't know what any of them mean.
Only one of them would be recognizable because it's also on Bryn. So you'd have to ask her what it is. Um, so as he's rubbing all that on, you go to sit down and you feel more pain on your skin, Amric.
Would curing wounds help any of this? Like ease the
Um,
pain, not cure it, but
it doesn't cure the especially since these were magically put on. It's less like curing the pain and more of just like preventing any possible infection.
okay. I'd
With,
rather do that then.
With magical tattoos, is this all going to take like a month to heal, or is it going to be a lot quicker?
It's gonna be a lot quicker. It's meant to like heal in a couple days. Because the way that Valkyrie put on tattoos, it's meant to be put on before a battle. So like it's meant to heal quickly. That's why they're magically put on. And also the probably upwards of 40 hours that it would have taken to put all these tattoos on you. But you sit down and you feel pain across the backside of your legs. And as the pants start to shift on your legs, you feel them on your thighs as well. And you kind of like, oh God. And you reach down and like touch your shins and you feel even more pain along the skin. You look down at your waistband and parts of the lightning continue past the waistband.
So I really just got like a full fucking body tattoo last night. Well, I'm going back to bed and I am not getting up for a few days. Goodbye.
Yeah, you rolled 2 ones in a row and it was tattoos, and then more tattoos plus piercings.
Wait, does that mean we're Charles Custom?
No, this was just for Amric's specifics.
So on the legs, is it just
on the rest of it?
on the legs? Is it just lightning, or is there more as well?
There's more.
Okay, hit me with it.
Taking off your pants and looking at the rest of what's going on.
I better not have Polly's fucking sword/long sword.
No, your genitalia is intact. And so is the other side of your genitalia. There was nothing that was too invasive. But what you do see is a scene. Kind of, at first, a little haphazard, but since you know the story, you eventually are able to kind of track as it goes down your leg. The scene starts from just above your left ankle and then actually transitions upwards and culminating in your back. This is basically a scene of your mother's perishing. But it is a recounting of the story to the point where by the end, your mother won. She slayed the bear. So it's a different rendition, different take. And as you start to see the scene, you don't even need to look at the face that's on your back because you already know who it is by the time you see all the other scenes.
Well, Polly, here's this big white open door into part of my backstory. There you go.
I mean, it's pretty obvious, but I wasn't going to ask. Only because I can't see it very well.
Hold on, take off your pants and let me get a closer look.
I mean, I'm putting salve on it, but I'm not, like, being a dick about it.
You're not caporating it right now.
I'm in like war medic mode right now.
Yeah. But it's a nice thing. The way you weren't the only one that was there when you got your tattoos. It was Ilinade that helped redirect some of your new choices of tattooing. But with that, you guys taking you two kind of salving up until breakfast. Kapoor and Racha and 30 chickens. What are you guys doing?
Can I ask Amric a question real quick?
Go for it.
Hey, Amric. What's on my back? It really hurts.
I will take a look at his back.
Looking on his back, you see it looks like a sword. The hilt of it is towards his head. It's pointing directly down and goes all the way down the center of his back. Probably, because it goes down into the waistband, probably the tip of the sword reaching the tip of his butt crack. But what you do see behind it, and the reason why the pain kind of sort of radiates on either side, you see both moons in decently large, picturesque, and again, very photorealistic, the large and small moon behind the sword itself. And as you kind of look at it and you start to like turn him a little bit, there's some color to it. And looking at it straight on, it looks just like a black and gray tattoo. But as he moves a little bit, you see the two shades of the moon, sort of almost like a two-tone color-esque type of thing. And as it does so, it almost looks like a silver shine goes across the sword.
I will describe all that to Polly.
Thank you. Can you put some of this on that? It hurts really bad.
I will. I'll rub the salve on, and then I'm gonna take over for a second. I think I know what Racha and Kaporan are doing. Kaporan is standing in one spot, and Racha and all the chickens are surrounding him. Racha is chanting "One of us," and the chickens are barking in unison.
Racha has become the king of the chicken army.
Well, my first impression
become
when I see 30 chickens is that I just liberated them from their encapturements, and it's like, be free.
Your board goes and opens the doors like, this is not what we planned for.
I just see Racha going up to Kapoor and going, look at me, look at me. I am the cult leader now.
Or just the mention doors out after he feels uncomfortable with the amount of chickens in there.
As soon as the door opens, just the chicken reckoning happens.
Well, the tavern just got free breakfast.
And
All the rest of you
as
hear this happening.
They go swarming out, and I'm just like, be free.
What the fuck? Why are there chickens?
Why do I have a black eye?
Why are you
I don't
asking?
know. Did you get into a fight?
I will make our way
Sorry.
down to the the common room and order breakfast for everyone. If
Is there
is
anything I
breakfast
can-
to be had.
Is there anything I can do about Bryn's black eye or bruises? Can I help in any way, shape, or form?
I mean, it's just bruising. It's not affecting her in any other way.
Well,
So
it's still painful.
yeah. So cure wounds would help mildly, but not really.
Is it possible to get breakfast up to the room? With all these tattoos, I'm not sure if Amric is capable of putting clothes back on at the moment.
I'll send stuff up. In fact, I'll bring it up myself.
So after the chicken wave runs past and escapes out the front door,
He gives it a few minutes before he goes down behind the chickens.
you see Polly down there ordering breakfast.
Just up at the bar, or up
Yeah.
at the bar.
Morning.
Morning, Polly. Are you as sore as I am?
Where does it hurt?
It hurt. I don't. What happened last night? As he
A
rubs
lot
the
of-
like this.
A lot of things
lot?
happened. Just I will make a salve for it. Don't worry. We just have to get back up to Amric and make some more. I had to use most of it on him.
Can I ask you, what is it? I can't even see it.
Where is it?
Mid to lower back.
On my back. It just
Let's
hurts.
go to the corner first. Let's not do this out here, please. Because knowing you, I have no idea what it is. And I will guide him
I was
over
like
to
a
the
little
corner.
offended. He's just like, well, I never.
I think the chickens sort of ruined his thought process.
Are you down there with us?
Yeah, he's just chilling. But as
Holding
soon
his
as,
tummy.
like, yeah, he's like, it'll be a hot minute for him coming down, but he comes down and then hears Compare and say, check it for me. He's like, you could have asked me, is the vibe he's giving off.
You see Racha kind of like coming down the stairs, hands on the lower back. Oof. Oof.
What happened to you? Never mind. I don't want to know.
He can hold up to 7 people comfortably.
I'm sure.
Pats
it
the
can.
tummy.
Why don't you come over with us and check this out? Because I might need a second opinion. Then I'll
I
grab
hope
Racha
not.
by the wing and drag him over to the corner with us and lift up, forcibly turn Kaporin around and pull up his shirt.
You're Racha, you see it, but Polly, you're only the only time you've ever seen this thing was in doll form, but a belladonna sits in Kaporin's lower back, in doing. It looks like she's in the form of a curtsy, as she's not quite tramp stamp location, but a little higher. And she extends out pretty far, like it was her full size as a pixie.
Well, and I'll look at Racha, and I'll look back at Kaporin after I put his shirt down. It looks like you got some sort of weird goth pixie on your back.
Quick second, say, huh? Belladonna?
It kind of looks like that stuffed animal that you made, yeah.
One looks at Richard for confirmation.
He just like holds up the 2 fingers together, is like a little bit.
Well, that's not what I expected at all, but I think I like the sentiment.
Is it worse than what you expected?
A lot
I mean,
better.
seriously, what were you expecting at all after drinking that and listening to me after I'm already drunk?
You know, I'm not too sure. I honestly felt like I could wake up with a bunch of dicks on my face.
Oh, that was an
Tattooed.
option.
I mean,
That what?
yes, angels are dicks, but they're not that dicky.
How
Is
can
it,
I please know
are you-
what role it would have been?
Rachad
to
just
wind up
says-
Would
with
have been a
that?
combo of things. I think it was 369.
Rachad just like cocks his head and is like, tattoos?
Oh, you didn't get any?
No, he's like, in response to Compare and saying he wanted a bunch of dicks in his faces, he's like, are you sure you want, like, is that tattoos you mean?
But a lot of. Never mind, Richard. I'm glad whatever I was thinking would happen didn't.
Well, boys, do me a favor and stay down here. Breakfast is on its way. I've already ordered it. I need to go get the girls. Illidan needs to talk to us. So, and I need to make it quick because obviously there's a time thing here. So find us a booth. They'll meet ya. Rachak, keep Kaporin out of trouble for at least 5 minutes. And I'll run upstairs and grab the girls.
You have 4.
He just nods and goes, I honestly thought I'd wake up with a bunch of dicks on my face.
It's a great line to have.
You gave him the line.
And as far as Rachad knows, that basically means that's what I wanted to happen. Okay. Polly, you go up. You give Amric his
One of
food.
these days, somebody else in the group is gonna have to explain to somebody. No, that means it's a good thing.
When Paul gets back, Emmerich is probably alternating between really wanting to lay down but having tattoos on his back, so like standing against the wall and leaning against it because everything fucking hurts.
Yeah.
So I had breakfast sent up to you. The inlet needs to talk to us. If you want to come down now, you can come up come back if you want, but you don't look like you're very comfortable, so I'll just paraphrase when I get back. How does that sound?
No, if Eleni needs to talk to us, I can come down.
We'll put clothes on fast because he's only got a limited amount of time, and I gotta get the girls downstairs too.
Okay,
You want some
I'll
help?
meet you down in a few.
You got
Emmerich
4
will,
minutes.
Emmerich will try and get dressed that fast, and then head down.
You've had worse pain than that.
Emmerich, make an
And I will
intelligence
knock
check.
on the girls' doors.
An intelligence check.
Yeah.
16.
Okay. You are able. It takes you about 3 minutes to get your pants on, and then you're like, "Fuck," and then you kind
I'll
of
just go downstairs. Sure.
Well, you see, there's like this extra. It's basically a cloth that you can put over your pillow. You kind of like look at it, pick it up, just rip a hole in the middle, and wear it like a poncho.
That works.
I will knock on the door. Ladies, Bryn, Nori.
Yeah, Bryn will open the door with her.
Oh,
black eye.
oh shit. Wow, Nori didn't fix that. Anyway, sorry. Sorry.
From like the bathroom. I haven't had a chance yet. Give me a second.
Yeah, well, get a second to put some clothes on. Illidan needs to talk to us, and we've got a limited amount of time. I've only got a few more minutes, so I hate to say it, but get your asses in some fucking clothes and get downstairs and eat some breakfast with us now. And I will walk away with my eyes covered because it's, I don't know.
Just in case.
I guess we get ready and go down.
Nori, in the bathroom, you see on the counter a bag. Looks like somewhere in the mix between a satchel and like an extra large purse, leather strapped. Decently nice make.
Open the bag.
You reach out to it, and once you grab it, you kind of get a flash of a memory, and you remember seeing the bag, and then grabbing the bag and walking away with it.
Did I steal it?
You're not sure. You just remember, like, literally bag, hands, turn, walk. Inside the bag, there is random accoutrement of different purse artifacts that would be in here. Small thing of coin, gold and silver. Altogether, there is 47 gold, 83 silver. There is a hairbrush. There's random assortments of scarf, shawl, a couple different little clothing items here. What looks to be some sort of head cap. You're not sure how it's worn. It's basically like a press boy cap. And also in here, there's a little doll of some sort of woman. Not exquisitely made, but you can tell it's some sort of female doll. And that's about it in here. So there's a few items of clothing, some gold, a doll, and a hairbrush.
Nori picks up the bag, now wearing normal clothes, comes out and just goes, I'm worried I may have stolen this.
Bryn's gonna shrug.
I don't know what to do with it.
She shows you the bag, Bryn, and you get a flash in your mind, and you remember, you see Nori creeping up behind a woman, grabbing the bag and turning around and running to you, and then you both running away.
I fucking stole it!
Yeah, I think you stole it.
I'm gonna have to find the owner.
But Polly comes in, tells you all that, and you guys get ready and start going down.
Does Bryn remember what the person looked like?
The back of her, blonde hair, woman.
We're in Valkyrie
not
Town
gonna
that
be
narrows
hard
down
at all.
nothing.
Exactly.
How do I explain I didn't mean to steal it?
I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. There wasn't like a long sword or some chainmail in there. So Valkyrie Village wise, not hard to find someone who carries a purse.
All right. So eventually, Polly, Rachel, Kapoor, and the ladies come down to join you.
Yes, 30 seconds to spare. Wow, good job.
Food is there, and Polly, 3 platinum and 4 gold are given to you as change for everything from the night prior.
I will let him keep it. I did that on purpose.
He's like, I already took out a tip for myself. This is... The other was
This is
held
thank
for
you for
accident.
keeping us safe.
Well, appreciate it. And he goes and fills all you guys' glass. There's 2 glasses per person, 1 full of water for everyone, and then 1 of basically, for you, Polly, as soon as you smell it and drink it, you're like, this is ale. You're like, what the fuck, man? But he lets you know that this is only served for breakfast, and it is actually a very watered down mead.
It tastes so good.
But after Polly's done gorging on it, Illinade kind of in your own head, Polly, says, may I?
As usual.
So Polly puts the cup down and nods. His eyes go aglow, and Illinade's expressions come to Polly's face. Well, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning.
The fuck, guys?
Well, you all had an interesting night.
I think I stole something and I need to find the owner and give it back to her.
I'm here to give you guys a rundown of what happened. At least for the parts that I was present for. Those that were inhabiting you all were decent people, so I doubt anything too precarious, as he kind of looks over to Richo, happened the night prior. But let's start at the beginning. After the drinks were imbibed, and Amric here was the only one not to be taken over. We all sort of looked within ourselves and, well, we all looked within all of you to see what everyone needed, to a degree. We didn't want to push too many boundaries, but pressing a bar or two to help you let loose is also in our purview. With me around, I was able to keep things calmer than they could have been. But if anyone is truly upset by anything that had happened, I can help remedy it. But first, looks over to you, Nori and Bryn. Well, the two that were inside you are a couple themselves. So,
Oh, wait. The rolls did that?
yep.
You're shitting me.
Nope.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yep, there's only a few celestials that are together, and you guys rolled them.
Yep, I think Nori and Brandon probably tried out the Kumasatra.
Sorry, that's actually, it's not a celestial and celestial pairing, it's a celestial and Aasimar pairing. Nori, you got the female Aasimar, and Bryn, you got the male celestial. Don't know if I ever explained. For those of you that do know the Aasimars, the female Aasimar that has the fiery hair, the fire at the end of her hair, that's who was inside Nori. So he puts on a big smirk when he looks to you, Nori. Let's just say she likes to turn things up to 11. And from what she told me, whatever she bought for the two of you wouldn't quite be 11, but definitely, she said, raised the heat. Now I'll leave it at that. To be fair, and he kind of like raises his hands to each one of you, they wouldn't have done anything in your bodies. They're not that ridiculous. They just would have set you up for success, I guess. But nevertheless, turns to you, Richa. Me and you, we got our grub on. And he kind of reaches out and just lightly taps your stomach, Richa. Don't worry, 100% fish. Kind of like looks inside to you, Paul, and goes, sorry. Your breath's gonna stink for a bit. But Richa needed, Farain needed an eating partner, and going with Richa's dietary needs, we decided to basically buy out a local fishmonger. And, well, Farain kept going, but I started helping him eat. Turns to Kaporin. As for you, Altair is a very... how to explain it? Superficial celestial. And he points to you and snaps his fingers, and you guys look over to Kaporin really quickly as Kaporin's long black hair is gone. He now has this almost high and tight, but the hair on top is a couple inches long, and it's whooshed off to the side, and there's cuts in his hair of a diagram, and it looks like it's a tiger head, and it's got its mouth open along the side of his head, shaved into his hair. I put your hair back to what it normally was, so I could see the wonderful reaction to it when you finally see it. And he waits for you to pull out a mirror and look at it. And at first you're just like, ah! It's very well done, though.
I admire it. Not bad.
I mean, it won't get in your face when you fight.
And unfortunately, your version of the whole hair thing won't work on that. Anyway.
A lot of pink wig.
Amik, you ended up partaking in the fish feast as well. Oh, and you guys don't hear this, but Polly, you hear Illuminade's voice in your head. By the way, feel free to check your left pocket when I'm done here. And then he comes back out and talks to everyone. Next, everyone started to split up a little bit. Ladies, you both ventured off. Not knowing exactly what you did, but knowing the two that you had, shenanigans probably happened. Like I said, nothing too dramatic. But they did give me five mithril to give to a random woman. So I'm not sure what exactly happened, but they said this was more than compensate her for the trouble.
Yeah, I found a purse in our bathroom, and yeah, let's find that woman eventually.
Right. Rachel, Farain is a bit of a gorger, and you stayed behind and kept eating. This was when us three, Polly, Kapoor, and Elric, all decided to take care of Polly's little note here. Note that had been written before. And while we were there, Amric, you insisted on getting all your tattoos back, and I was able to help facilitate your original tattoos to come in, but you kept saying you feel like something's missing. So, talking with you a little bit, I decided to help it along, give you something a little bit more extra that fit. I hope you don't mind.
I appreciate it. They all turned out very fantastic.
Well, I took us to only the best.
I did want to ask, do you know what the runes mean?
Yes, these are basic Valkyrie runes, and the artist himself insisted that if so much Valkyrie tattoo work was to be done, he would either sign his name or basically sort of bring you into the Valkyrie fold. So these are basic Valkyrie runes that Bryn has the majority of as well. Love, hate, fear, those type.
Noted.
But
And then I'll
these
look
two,
over to...
and he kind of like points to your chest. The one on the left means family. And the one on your right basically translates to never forgotten.
He probably looks a little solemn in that, and then he's going to look over to Bryn, smile, and go, twinsies.
Official besties.
Yes.
Rachel's gonna stealth up and like poke his nipples because he brought attention to his chest.
That was entirely your choice, Amric.
It's going to make
Just be glad I
Right.
talked you out of the other piercings.
wearing plate mail really hard.
I would suggest tape. There, Kaporan, is when Altair, again being a superficial person, sprung you for an extra special tattoo.
I've heard a little bit about it.
Illinade Polly actually stands up, walks around, and puts his hand on your upper back and says, "It's going to hurt slightly, but trust me."
Okay.
And his hand slides down your back and touches the tattoo. And you're like, "Ooh, that burns." But then all of a sudden, you feel something weird. The pain still being in that rough spot, but then you feel almost like a cold wave sort of come from that location and slide and like almost spiral around your chest, back to your back, to your chest, to your back, to your chest, until it comes up to your neck. And then you guys all see as Tattoo Belladonna peeks her head out from beneath his collar. And then she kind of like looks around and kind of like almost as if the collar of his shirt is an actual item, and she kind of like, you see her in the tattoo kind of like reach up, put her elbows up, and kind of like push herself up out of the collar, and then sort of like standing on the collar, she kind of like walks up it a little bit until she gets another reason why he shaved a good portion of his hair. You see Belladonna, I got her cameras this side, you see Belladonna sort of come out of the collar. She like reaches up and grabs like the back of his ear and kind of like pulls herself up, and then ends up like sitting right here with her arms on the top of his ear, and you see her head kind of like looking right here. You having the tattoo out, having the mirror out from looking at your hair, you can see this as well as you were feeling it.
It's fucking creepy.
Does that happen whenever someone hits them on the back?
You gotta give it a little magic. And as after she like stops there, she seems to turn into a regular tattoo.
So she's gonna move if you give magic and slap it. So I can just slap him on the head right there with a little bit of magic behind it, and she'll move.
He looks at you and goes, "I know you. You have no magic."
Thanks. You can see me though.
Yeah, I just can't connect to you.
Great.
But don't worry. And he points down to your hands, and you look down at your hands, and almost creeping out of your skin, you see 2 new tattoos that start to form. I'll give you the runes for them. It says, Sagan did those to help you with your journey, to make it easier to connect. So, Kaporn, all you have to do is dump a cantrip into the tattoo, and it'll start moving.
That's awesome.
And we're trying to punch him with his astral fist. Make it move.
Unfortunately, it does not work like that. You can't have magic and then smack him with it. You literally got to like cast a magic into him.
But does Racha know that?
Probably not.
Great, so it can happen.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Kaporn. Again, Altair, being a bit of a superficial person, really hated your wardrobe. Here you go. Going to the leather strap. He's got about 7 different outfits waiting for you to get picked up.
Oh, okay. I will go visit them after breakfast.
Can I think to him instead of talking?
Yep.
Can I think to him, who paid for all this?
They take care of it when they're in the bodies. They're not going to drain a person's bank account just to have some fun for the night.
I understand, but do they just materialize money out of the air, or do they?
No, they have
from
magic.
Pockets.
They have magic, and they have wrist pocket dimensions, so they can just... Zoop.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah.
That scared me because I am trying to save as much money as I can, except for last night.
No, they use their own. We've got plenty of, and hardly have reasons to spend it. So, Amric, you're done. Kaporin, you're done.
Why is Bryn bruised? Why do I have a black eye?
We're getting to that.
Great, just didn't want you to forget.
Mm-hmm. No, I
Yeah,
got you here.
and I'm rather concerned.
Back to the ladies. I was able to reach out with Linsis and Sagan once more before the night ended. And again, like I said, the two that were in you are a couple. And this tends to lead to some interesting scenarios. First off, let's just be glad that the couple didn't inhabit any other bodies, because that would have been real weird for Nori and Kaporan to be rolling around together, or
Agreed.
Bryn and Rachar.
Yeah, I'd rather it be this.
Oh God! Please no.
So,
Just whistles like,
and one of my dogs woke up with that. I tagged along with you guys for a bit, and well, you weren't the only ones that took angel tears that night. There was another, Joswit, that was inhabiting a fellow Valkyr. And, well, Joswit and Linsis have a history. Before Linsis settled down with Sagan, let's just say, she was more in the Asimar field, and, well, you know what they say about first loves. Unfortunately, Bryn, Sagan did not have access to your armor and weapons. This Valkyr, who he was inhabiting, did. So we were able to disarm him of his weapon, at least. But metal bracers to face create a problem.
They don't go real well together.
Yeah. I made sure to heal you up to full, but the body still needs time to heal. But nevertheless, after this, Sagan felt bad and took Nori to a store that Linsis said she would find interesting. And, well, I'm supposed to give you these, Nori. And he wrist pockets open and pulls out 4 books and hands you over the books.
I'll take the books. Are there stuff on the covers?
There's 4 different languages, and you only recognize one of Sylvan. And this one, make sure I got the right name of it. Sylvan. Basically, it translates to, because translating from Sylvan to Common's a little weird, skin magic in 5 steps. Illinois speaks up. She said that your brother has a birthday coming up soon, and you haven't bought him anything, and these should suffice.
Great. Thank them for me.
There's no need, obviously. They're pulling everything from your minds. And that about does it. Oh, and then turns to you, Richa. You decided to, or Farain decided to, liberate a chicken army.
he just like holds up his fist like,
I saw him trouncing back through at about 4 a.m. with about 30 chickens behind him, and he said this is only about a third of what he saved. So I don't think chicken's going to be on the menu for a while. in any place around here.
You're the hero of the chickens, Richard.
Don't worry, the belly should go
The-
down by the end of the day.
Do I get to take the folk hero background now?
The folk hero of chickens.
He gets all the proficiencies associated with the folk hero background around chickens.
Anybody that speaks with animals to a chicken gets to hear the story of how
The story of the blackbird that saved them all.
the night
Yeah, we-
raiders.
Advantage on animal handling checks against chickens.
We just go to a fully different continent. We're still hearing stories of the blackbird who saved the chickens.
Yep.
There's going to one day be like a chicken revolution that is. This has started the butterfly effect for it.
See depictions of Todd's face printed out in the snow by the chickens.
Oh, and as far as things go, that's about it for the night. That's about it for me. I've got some other things to take care of. Been a little bit preoccupied last night, but you all have a wonderful day. And Polly, don't forget your pocket and check under your bed when you get a chance.
Wait, before you go, what question? Because I haven't been able to talk to you in a minute, and because you've been really busy. Have you heard about Otis lately?
Oh yeah, he's back home.
What? Wait a minute. He's back home and you didn't even tell me?
It feels kind of mean to tell you. He just got back there like 2 nights ago. Mean to tell
How
you
is that?
because you have other things to do, and to then pull you in another direction, I feel like that's a mean thing to do to someone.
Is he okay?
He's been better, but he's alive and in whole.
Is he back in Solbrin?
He's staying with your family.
Okay. Okay.
All right, all. Till next time. Drinks are on me.
Hey, other things to do. Bryn. Help?
You've already gotten all the help that you can get. And Polly's eyes flicker away.
In response to
Wow.
that question, Richard, he already told us that we have to go to Vor.
Where?
I'm sure that after, well, I mean, I'm not going to say it super loud or anything, but I'm sure after I just paid all that money to this bartender, he might tell us where Vor is. Or at least point us in the direction to somebody who can.
All right.
I know, man, I want more answers too, trust me. I want all the answers.
One pumping a spell into his head. Trying to get Belladonna to move again.
Oh yeah, she'll basically like skitter into your hairline and then like almost like its bushes kind of like peek out. And then like duck back in and then go to your other ear.
This is
In the
awesome.
meantime, I'll pop 10 into Amric. And, man, you best go back upstairs and, rest a little bit. That shit looks like it hurts like fuck. I'll grab another plate for you and bring it up in a minute.
Appreciate it. Definitely like all of it, but probably should have gotten it done over a few days.
Yeah, all of that in one day. Holy shit, man. No wonder you take so much pain on the battlefield.
I mean, it looks good.
You guys haven't even seen most of it yet. It's
You're right, he's still got his
everywhere.
pants on.
Probably went better than the other night. I don't even still remember what happened that night.
Amric walks up the stairs.
Okay.
What are our plans today, by the way? Are we just kind of apparently recovering? I
I was
really
gonna-
apologize
yeah.
about this.
Lauren left the dining table.
I don't think you need to apologize, Polly. What's happened? It was probably gonna come sooner than later, so.
Yeah,
mean-
honestly, I'd rather like an angel or a god, I guess, or a demigod take over my body and blow off steam than me ruin something. So I
Or you
guess
black
it's kind
out and just not know what's happened, yeah.
yeah, well, kind of did that anyway.
Yeah, but it's a little different that someone was looking over you. That you
Yeah,
were able
that's
to end back up in your room.
Yeah.
Val, was I given the mithril to pay back that person?
No,
who
Ilinade already took care of
purchased
it.
you? Oh, you already took care of it. So I just have this purse now?
Yeah.
Cool, I guess.
Yeah, they paid the person 5 mithril.
Yeah. They gave it to Ilinade, and Ilinade found the woman and gave it to her. Being
Okay,
a
cool.
demigod, he has a little bit easier time tracking people.
I would imagine as such.
I'm going to the group I'm saying this. I think I need to go find my sister. But I won't be long. I'm sure that Thordak or Thorin or I don't know, Thyroid or whatever his name is around here somewhere.
Isn't
It
it
shouldn't be too hard
Balzac?
to find.
Brother, mother.
Yes.
Nope.
Not yet. So I'm
Brother?
gonna find them. Hmm?
I mean, I feel like I need to double check with people where this happened or the rebirthing happens or whatever. Just that was Zach's best guess. I think it wasn't. I don't think that was told before.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry.
For what I have to do, because that's where he said he thinks it is.
What
Right.
war?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, ask the bartender. He might know where that is.
Many people might, considering we're now on the right continent at least.
Racha? Do you want to go with
Perrin,
me?
where are you going?
Or is it fair to see if we can walk away without anyone else? Well, besides Bryn or Nori, because he knows she was gonna see you either way.
Bryn's not gonna fucking know at that point.
Do you want to come with me and walk that food baby off?
Sounds good.
Sweet. It'll be nice to have company. And then I'll be right back. I gotta grab something upstairs and head upstairs.
Pa goes and waddles like a penguin up to his own room to collect his stuff with the food baby.
Going to the leather strap.
Okay.
Nori's thinking of where she can buy wrapping paper.
Does Kapoor know where the leather strap is?
Nope.
So ask people along the way. You can read Celestial.
That you can. It's not too far off. It's about 3 blocks. And people would direct you in the direction. You've got 3 sets.
Wait. Question. Do they give him weird looks when he asks
That's what I
those
was gonna
questions?
ask.
No. This continent is a little bit more mixed. So I mean, you guys, though it is primarily Valkyrie here, there are half orc, there's half elf.
Oh no, I'm not even thinking like because he's not a Valkyrie. I'm just thinking like the kind of store it is. It's like, is that this place that people like ask to go to?
It's just an
Or is it
actual
selling?
store.
Okay.
It's not a
See?
leather strap
Not where
on.
Ra-
It's just
not where the Raja got his stuff.
No. So, Kaporin, you end up getting 3 floor-length overcoats. Green, black, and brown. And then 4 complete ensembles. One's green, black, and brown. It's boots, pants, and long-sleeve shirts. And then there's one that is like a maroon that seems to be a little bit fancier. Has like nice metal cufflinks. It's very more formal of a situation. But you're kind of like looking at everything and like, damn. Okay. And you kind of like look at what you're wearing, like maybe it was time to swap this out. It's very much adult wear compared to high school. Like, you know, when you hit that cresting point and then you like look into your wardrobe and you're like, shit, I gotta be an adult now.
Said the two normal outfits, I would say, were
Three.
green, black, and brown. Oh,
There's three. Yeah, you get three overcoats, three full ensembles, green, black, and brown, and then overcoats, green, black, and brown to match, and then one maroon ensemble as well, which is more formal wear. So you can put down 3 extra sets of common clothes, and then 1 set of I forgot what they're called, fancy clothes.
Clothing, probably.
I think I have it in my inventory.
Polly, you go upstairs with Amric. Amric, you slowly try to lay down on the bed.
I will make another salve from my healer's kit for Amric and leave it on the table so he can use it whenever he needs to.
Mm-hmm.
And I will check under the bed.
Kind of looking under the bed, there's something that seems to be blocking your view, so you kind of like reach down and grab it, and you feel the some sort of long wooden handle. As you slide it out, it's decently heavy, and as you slide it out from underneath, you see a decently large warhammer with the head of a dragon as the actual mallet portion, and the mouth is kind of open, and this one is all bronze. And you kind of pick it up, and you can feel the magical energy to it. So this is definitely in a tune item.
Look what I found under my bed, Amric. Santa must have been here last night.
Who the fuck's Santa?
It's Illinaid's
I
middle
don't
name.
care. Look what he left me.
I desperately want Pawn to draw Illinaid wearing Santa clothes.
Sexy Santa.
Yes,
So it's
please.
just
No, just
the
just
red
normal
straps.
Santa,
No,
like
sexy
fake
Santa.
beard.
It's got to be sexy Santa.
You said Illinaid as Santa. You did not say Santa as Illinaid.
Yeah.
Was something as cool in your pocket? I know Illinaid mentioned that.
You said that to my head. How did you hear that?
The second time he mentioned it, it was out loud, I believe, because he kind of just said it to the table.
Yeah, as he was leaving, he was like, Polly, don't forget to look under your bed and check your pocket.
I will check my left pocket.
There's a small piece of paper in there.
Oh no. I will pull it out and hope that I can read it. In a timely manner.
Pulling it out, it's not big, it's a little piece of folded paper. And it says, where is it? I have it here.
I got you, bro.
It says, Devon Trail Finder. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. In the tavern. It says in Harpy's Feather, but...
Well, I pretty much have a feeling I know exactly what this is. But I'm going to take a moment and write that down really quick.
Does tomorrow night mean tonight or tonight?
Tonight.
Okay.
I have a feeling I know what it is, and I have a feeling I'm not going to say yes. But anyway, is this thing like super fucking heavy?
Decently heavy, yeah, to a point where it's you being attuned to magical items before, you know that once you attune to it, it's probably going to feel a lot lighter. But when it's unattuned, it's on the heavier side of Warhammers.
Can I inspect it? Is it just like bronze looking?
Yeah, it's
No jewels, no nothing, just plain old
just.
bronze.
I mean, so basically it's like a warhammer with the dragon head over the warhammer. So like when its mouth is open, the flat side of the warhammer is right there. But the whole head of the dragon sits right there. It's all bronze, beautifully worked on. Like the metalwork is like fantastic.
I mean, I know Illinid well enough, but I'm still looking for a nert jewel.
No, this is solid metal, and you decently working with your father, you know that underneath even the leather strapping that goes over the wood handle, you realize that this all connects. There's probably a vein of the brass metal that goes through the handle as well, so there's no hidden pocket inside.
Knowing my dad's work, is this similar?
No.
Okay, so he didn't make this.
No. This is, in a way, though, obviously style and everything, this is a little bit out of the scope of what your dad could make. Like, as far as the work, like the metallurgy and everything, your dad can make something just as pretty, but the magical aspect of things, this is a little bit outside of your dad's range.
I was curious, that's all. I mean, I'm not going to say no. I'm super happy with it. I just, either way. All right,
Yeah, no, this would definitely be something like if your dad was to make it, he would make the actual thing and then send it off to get enchanted.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm going to strap it on my back and go collect Racha and head out to where I think my sister and Thorprin walked.
Well, you guys only saw them for a brief bit before turning and heading into the tavern.
Just because I wasn't watching where they were going doesn't mean I wasn't watching where they were going.
To be fair, there's also an entire half of the city in that direction, so it's not so much like, oh, they went into this building, because that's the only building that way. It's like...
It is, Val. That's the only option they could have done.
I know, but apparently people here know who he is, so I can ask around if that's permissible.
That's easily able to be done, and eventually you'd get sent to the aide that initially intercepted them as soon as you guys got there, and he would tell you that they're already gone. But he can get a message out to him if you need to.
That's fine. I can message him myself. Thank you very much. But I appreciate your help.
Says not a problem, and continues on with his day.
And I will... Actually, before he leaves, is there anywhere... Or I have two questions. We are considering going to Vor. What is the fastest way to get there?
Fastest way to actually travel there is going to be by airship. Second fastest way is tagging along with one of the caravans that go in that direction, in case you want to save a little bit extra money and you're not too stressed about time. It's only going to add maybe about an extra week to your trip.
How much is an airship?
It's usually a mithril per seat.
What, that's 10 platinum, right?
Yeah.
Fuck that. That sounds great. Caravan sounds amazing.
No, one mithril is 100 platinum.
Oh no. They paid that woman 500 platinum. That's 5,000 gold, y'all. You can keep that motherfucking purse.
It's mine now. It's totally mine now.
For
It's the
whatever
bag
is
of
in that
holding.
purse, it could be worth up to 5 mithrils. So
Well, they basically
Be careful.
stole
Really not.
their child's diaper bag. Hence why
Why?
hence the doll and the little bit of clothing and the little boy's press cap.
Damn. That's rude.
Does it fit my head?
Yeah.
Nice.
Little
I
gray
will give it
checkered
to Polly.
gray checkered press boy cap.
Polly's birthday present.
It's Charlie's birthday present? Yeah, when is everyone's birthdays?
I have it written down if you guys want
Yeah.
Are any of them coming up?
them. Caporan's
If I
is.
remember. What?
Caporan's is.
Is it Nori's a few days after Oryx?
Mine is right now.
No,
Today's your birthday?
you guys
No,
straight up
my-
passed.
no, you have
my
11
birthday
minutes.
is right now.
You have 11 minutes, sir.
Hey, I'm in MST. It's 12:49.
Why, happy birthday!
Happy
Happy birthday!
So,
Thank ya.
Amric's birthday is right now. I'm changing it. So, Amric's birthday is the second Monday of Gaussian Star.
My
The other
birthday.
question is where to pick up supplies.
Like traveling supplies.
That's the one.
He would kind of like look around and be like, well, general supplies are going to be the best place for your group, if I remember correctly, when you guys arrived, is probably going to be Harpy's Feather. Time will tell. General store. And I gotta switch Amric's birthday.
Now I want to know everyone's birthdays.
I said Caporan's is the next to come up. It is the third Quattro of Thelbrin. After that
Birthdays in a row.
is Bryn, and hers is the third Sunrise of Debrin. Rachaz is a little bit more hard to pin down, but technically Rachaz knows when his birthday is. He would just have a real hard time telling you. Until you guys have to do the whole, all right, Monday, Tuesday, Trisday, Quattro, and then he'd be like, yes, all right, first one, second one, third one, and until he finally narrows it down, and it is the first Tuesday of Charon 4. Then Nori's. You are the second Penta of Renfor. And Arx is a week and a day. So third ends day of Renfor. And last but not least, we have Polly. You are the second Penta of Shalom.
Okay, before we let this guy go, Racha, is there anything you want to find or need or buy or any place you need to go before we head back, I guess? Or go buy supplies?
He's just drugs.
I don't think they... Oh, an herbalist. Yes?
Sure.
I'll ask about an herbalist. What's this guy's name anyway?
That's a whole other page. Hold on.
You don't really have to tell me. I'm not going to remember.
The revolution will be televised.
It's Mark. He's got 1 day left to live.
Sacrifice the mark.
His name is Demi. As far as herbalist goes, the twig and berries. Was the closest herbalist in this part of the town.
I think I need to let these people know that the names of their places are very, very sexually innuendoed.
It's a theme when you're on the outer edge of the town to the buildings that aren't part of the main building in the middle. There seems to be a theme to these separated buildings.
Very much so.
Are we in the red light district right now? Is that what you're telling us?
No, not quite.
Well, I will thank Demi, and I think we'll go to... I mean, if you want to, let's go to the twig and berries first.
Okay.
I mean, is there anything else you need? Do you want, like, clothes, or... I mean, we're going to supply place. We can get kind of clothes there, but... Do you want anything else?
Don't worry, Bird. I'll have something for you. In Thrazik's voice.
Just making sure. Well, if you see anything, let me know.
Just shakes his head.
Okay. Twig and berries.
Yeah.
Okay. Going inside, Valkyrie woman running the stand. Very overgrown-esque in here. A lot of plants, and especially vine-type plants. It feels very greenhouse-y once you come inside, a lot warmer and damper than the normal air outside. Can I help you?
Oh. Well, one, this is delightful. Humidity is kind of nice, especially besides outside.
I agree, yes.
I need some stuff to refill my med kit, if that's available.
I'm sure we can come up with something.
And my friend here has a couple questions. Now, I promise you he's a little bit difficult to understand sometimes, but you'll get used to it, I promise.
And she looks down and gives you a smile. Kind of looks at the belly, and then looks back to you.
He just really looks over at Paul. He's like, a couple questions?
Well, I mean, you wanted to come here. What is it that you were looking for? You said drugs?
He's like very confused right now. But he'll just go, drugs?
You turn to her and say drugs?
Yeah.
She responds to you in Orin and asks what specifically.
Radican.
He'll pull out his little pills that he made and sort of like show them to her.
She kind of takes them and puts them in the light. Back in Orin, she hands them back to you and goes, "Not bad for a first time."
What is it?
This is the Radican?
It's the other stuff, whatever the other drug was that I
The cocaine
refined,
stuff?
whatever I refined into a pill form.
The Vitus.
I wrote down powder drugs
The
in
powder,
my
yeah.
inventory.
She tells you that this is a mind-expanding drug. Used correctly by certain intellectual individuals can expand their learning for a short time. So, specifically, used correctly and rolled correctly, can allow wizards to drastically transcribe spells, learn new spells, and before battle, gain an extra spell slot.
So it's useless for me.
But
But-
for those that aren't wizards, what it can do is basically, if you use it and roll well, you get an XP boost.
And you mean roll well as in with a dice, not like a joint, right?
Both rolls.
The first time you said it, I was like, why would you have to roll? Wait.
Well, now that you've made it into a pill form, you don't have to roll it at all.
But yeah, it could. There's a
Rachaw
couple.
is the type to go for extra credit, though.
There's a couple different options that can happen when rolling it. Rolling the dice for it. Let me clarify. That could either just grant a straight up XP boost. It can add an XP multiplier for an upcoming battle. Obviously, if you're a wizard, you have some other options that can happen as well. Or it could just send you on basically like an acid trip.
He will take that into consideration. Put it back. How he's doesn't know what, or if anything, they do anything, but he'll pull out one of the wooden needles for his blowgun that Tiva gave him, and he's like, "Be very careful. I don't know what it does."
She looks at it and kind of like twirls it between her fingers and kind of like feeling the grain of it. Then she takes out a little bit of dust of something and kind of sprinkles it over it, and you see her eyes go blue for a moment. This is her version of Identify that a druid can learn. Fortunately, Nori's not here.
Please tell me about this. I desperately want to learn this. Do not take this away from me.
As she looks at the needle and she goes, "These are needles of implanting." Basically, what these needles can do, when you hit with a 19 or a 20, it will give a debilitating poison to the individual that every consecutive round at the beginning of their rounds increases by a d6 of poison damage.
Fascinating.
Is there a save?
Off the initial, yes, but after that, no. They'll need to use a lesser restoration because it is considered a poison. The only difference is these, when it drops you to 0, does not kill the person. It just makes them unconscious. So this is a way to take someone out that you don't want to kill.
What I'm hearing is I hit something with this, and then Amric goes in and kills it. Gotcha.
The save, the larger the creature, the easier the save.
Fair enough. Got any of that good?
Of course. Depends what you think is good.
Healing?
Potions, powders, kits.
I think probably potions, if you have them. And then powders.
Yep, she's got healing potions.
What are we looking at?
She has up to greater potions of healing. And
So
go ahead.
go ahead.
Regular potions of healing are 4 platinum. So 40 gold. We have potions of greater healing, which are 200 gold apiece.
So Racha, regular potion, greater healing, or something else.
Two,
100 gold for the greater.
2, 1 greater, 1 regular.
Sounds good. How many greater do you have?
She's got 6.
I almost want to take all of them because they're so inexpensive. And how many of the regular?
24.
I would like 4 of each, please.
Okay. She'll give them all to you for 500.
I will hand her 50 platinum and then hand the regular and greater to Racha. Put the rest in my bag to hand out to everybody else later.
Okay.
Right on, bro. Any other potion?
And she's about to do the powders, and so no powders.
Oh, by all means.
Yeah, how do you apply the powders? Like, how does that work?
Ingestion will work just as well, but if you're self-using it, you can, good style it.
I want you to jab this in my neck.
She rubs her nose a little bit, and you'll get an extra little bit of healing from it. She's got 2 powders. One is consistent with a superior healing potion, and the other one is consistent with a supreme healing potion. They, when ingested, have the same health rolls, but when snorted, which takes a bonus action to do, gives an extra dice roll of healing.
That's hilarious. I could just imagine Racha snorting in the middle of combat, just
cracking out a line.
just huffing the line real quick, like
With
on the verge of death, and just like stands up completely fine from a supreme.
Just sucks out
It
a
takes
chicken
a-
stick out of his nose and
It takes a bonus action, so it takes you a whole 2 seconds to put out a line on your dagger.
Basically, it's doing a pinky. It's just doing a pinky bump.
I was just imagining he holds the vial to his nose and it shoots down his nostrils.
No, it's a powder, so it's a little wrapped piece of paper around this powder. So you just open up the paper and put it in a line,
So
and
it's
just
a
rip
pixie
it.
stick, is what you're telling me.
Yep, it's a pixie. You know what? We switched it to pixie sticks. I'm writing that down now. We're switching it to pixie sticks.
Wonderful.
If we're doing pixie sticks, we need some kind of drug that comes in a Pez dispenser.
Basically, that's what Racha was making.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're developing this right now. Racha's got the prototype.
He just needs
We
the
are the
mechanical
future
parts.
of drugs.
As far as price goes, the one for superior healing is 600 gold apiece. The one for the supreme healing is 1,200 gold apiece. Then you got 3 of each.
Yeah, sadly, that's a little out of my price range right now.
Not to worry.
But thank you very much. This is like what you gave us is amazing. I'm extremely pleased. And how much do I owe you for the extra, like for the refill of the herbal or the healer's kit?
So with everything that you purchased, it's fine.
That's extremely generous, and I appreciate it a lot.
Hurt people that way.
You are correct.
Shakes his head. No. Any of the good hurt people that way.
She turns to you, Paul, and goes, I'm used to dealing more with Arakakra than whatever he is. So, can you help me understand this one?
He's a Kenku, and he's very difficult. I apologize. I am not good at understanding him. Can I roll an insight check on what he just said? Because as me, I have no fucking idea what you just said.
Unless, Rachar, you want to say something else to help?
Rachad, don't eat that.
Go ahead and roll that insight check.
Are you looking for poisons?
He nods his head.
Oh, yes, I've got poisons. How poisonous do you want to get? Music just got extra.
I was like, this is very.
I love it.
Skyrim.
It literally is Skyrim.
it's the Dragonborn song or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh hey.
So how poisoned do you want to get?
How poison can you get?
You want like paralyzing poison or overtime poison?
She's asking more
Or-
price.
Price poison?
He'll the vial that he burned at the fight where the Demogorgon was at. Would it have any like residual poison in it that he could just like show her like this is what I'm kind of looking for?
Probably not. But she would put down a mithril, a platinum, and a gold. And kind of point and be like, which level, price-wise, of poison are you looking for?
He'll go definitely and point at the gold and it's like maybe with the platinum.
Okay.
Adventure of treating poison with Rickshaw.
So she would, for the gold one, she pulls out basically a basic vial of poison. And then for the platinum one, she pulls out a vial of drow poison.
He'll just nod at the second one with the draw poison because that was what it was.
Okay. So that one is 150 gold.
Ooh, 2 please.
Easy enough to do.
Wonderful.
And with that, anything else?
Yeah, man, we made out. I'm done.
You
I said we.
made out.
As in, we scored. We got really good deals for really cool shit.
Oh. I didn't. No kissing.
Not yet.
Okay.
Thank you very
She
much
now
for
has
your
a
help.
very new, interesting idea of this dichotomy.
I also might have a friend who I might send your way just because she loves to learn new things and she's a plant girl too. How late are you open?
All day, but I don't give away my secrets.
Right, not I mean like how much longer do we have during the day? I don't know because it's
No,
I-
we stay up until pretty late tonight.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, I mean, even like the herbs and shit that you've got here, she would probably be really interested in and talk your ear off because she's kind of like that.
If she wants to buy, she's more than welcome inside.
I will let her know. Thank you very much, and I'll give her the fingers and walk out
All right.
nonchalantly. And go buy supplies and blah blah blah, and you can go to somebody else.
Yep. Every now and then you see this random chicken that does follow you guys for a bit. Until like Rachad notices it and then goes, shoot, be free.
Rachel, you're so popular around here.
You shouldn't.
And sporadically you guys have been seeing, and the rest of you too, like random chickens on random street corners and just fucking hanging out. Like over 100 chickens got released the prior night, so they are now just randomly throughout the city.
Like, why then?
Like the cuckoos in any Zelda game. They're just
Yeah.
roaming.
Just roaming. All right.
If Rachel attacks something, those random chickens just come running to his aid.
He does the chicken call. And then all of a sudden, flooding from the different alleys. All right. Anybody else?
I'm assuming the bartender is a different person.
No, same guy.
It's the same guy. Oh, damn.
Yeah, he works till midday. Noon to noon.
I want to go buy wrapping paper so I can wrap these. I know his birthday's forever away, but I'm 100% gonna forget.
Easy enough to do, and, a silver for the paper.
If the bartender's not too busy up at the bar, Brent will just go and sit at the bar.
Yeah,
Uh,
after
okay.
breakfast, it calms down.
Just see if she can talk to him about where they are, because she's not from around here.
All right,
I ain't from around here.
we're in Echo.
Yeah, we kind of got dropped off randomly.
I see.
Yeah, never actually been to this continent.
Welcome.
I don't know how to say this, but I don't know. I've been told I have to do some type of rebirthing or something to reconnect.
Yeah, I could tell you had lost some of your juice, hence the drink from the night prior.
Yeah. Do you have any idea where that happens? 'Cause
Vor?
it is. Okay.
Yeah, Vor's where some of the more ancient sites are at. As far as getting to one of them and doing whatever you need to do, I don't know of anyone who has actually gone through it. It's not a normal occasion, or else we would still entirely inhabit Vor, but we gave that to the Drow a while ago.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting to need to do it. Nor did I think it was possible, I guess. I guess I'm glad glad I have the opportunity to try.
Well, good luck to you in your endeavors. I can't even think possibly of anyone who would even still be alive that knows of someone who's done it. Last one I can even think of was about 300 years ago. Like I said, not often.
Well, hopefully I can get it done and then you'll know one.
Definitely. Hope to see you survive it. Come back. Free drinks if you do.
That's great motivation right there.
You can feel the tears.
What was that drink that you gave me?
It's called Valkyrie's Calling. Shows some of what you need to see, as well as a brief history into one's own lineage. What did you see?
The start of the town of Lingvi.
Oh, over Nixia, yes.
Mhm.
Well, they do say that in your, we call them reveries, you would only, the people that stand out to you are the ones that are in your lineage. So you should have been centered on some of your ancestors.
Yeah, definitely picked up on a few people. Oh gosh, okay.
And the look of recognition comes across Bryn's face finally.
Oh, what did you do?
Yeah, I didn't need the lip reading feat to see that. Oh fuck.
Are
Sir,
you related to Illinade? That's just gross.
I wish. I think I'd rather that, maybe. Okay, was
Yeah,
that one more? But okay, question about the mini session now.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Val. The what? No, I'm not. Fuck off, Ryan. Okay.
Luckily,
The
Becca's
wife-
smarter than Bryn.
The wife
I never
stood
gave
out
you a
less
name.
than the other one, right?
Yep.
Fuck, all right.
Everyone else kept slightly lost.
Well, no one else was in the mini session, so.
That's kind of her point, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say her name.
All right. So as Bryn sort of goes quiet for a moment, as process. Ding! Easy bake oven's done. It's like, oh. She's just checks that away for therapy later.
That in front or behind the porn?
This is a mental check. The bartender kind of like dealing with what he's dealing with and then sort of reading your face during this whole time. Goes, well, not gonna get into it, but sometimes discussing it with actual family might be an easier situation. I mean, I'm a bartender and I
take your
hear a
word
lot
on
of
that.
stories, but when it starts getting too personal, I sort of pull away.
I don't blame you on that one.
And I only have about an hour left of work, and I really don't feel like trying to invest in a new soap
No,
opera.
I wouldn't put that on you. You have helped plenty enough.
Anybody else? Nora, you gift wrapped? John, Polly, Kapoor, and Amric. Anything? Oh, Amric, you're just rubbing aloe vera all over yourself.
Sounds about right.
Just come back and fill a tub full of aloe vera and just lay in it.
Doesn't really have anything other to look at.
Just
Keeps
cantripping his tattoo.
Kind of. I think, but he would get sentimental and want to actually try to communicate with Belladonna, so he would try to do ascending.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a D100. Okay. What would you like to say?
Hi, Bella. I've missed you. Something reminded me of you. Are you okay? Have you learned anything new? Love you. Miss you.
There's brief moments, and you almost get. Usually, you get sort of the vibe of what she's saying, of what she's thinking. But this time, instead, you get flashes of visions. You see her with about 5 other pixies of the same sort of make and model of her, but you can tell that they're not her. But you're looking through the eyes and you're guessing it's in her space. And they seem to be playing some sort of game. It's sort of a quick flash, so you don't get to see too much. Then you see another flash of her with her hands out, and this brief bit of magical energy comes out, and she's pointing at a mouse, and all of a sudden it transforms into a bobcat. And then it skips forward again, and you see Ederman. But it's like really close up. You're guessing that she's sitting on the shoulder of Ederman as this beautiful fey princess turned deity. Kind of looks over at, from your perspective, looks over at you and gives you a smile. And then it's in the it's in the forest somewhere, but then another flash, and still on the shoulder, but looking out over like a large expanse. It seems like you're on a cliff edge, and there's just forest that runs for as far as the eye can see. And that's it.
Aw. She's enjoying life, kind of thing. Also, kind of like a clue of where she's at.
Possibly.
Warren just finds himself in like a really, like he's just happy to know that she's happy right now. But yeah, he'll just kind of accept what he saw and as that she's well.
Okay.
That's all I got from it, right? Was just the flashes.
Yeah. And you got her overall sense of emotion, too. Her emotions were like playful, determined, happy, and wonder for each of those. So playful with the pixies, determined with the spellcasting, happy with Ederman, and then wonder looking at everything. All right. No worry. Besides package wrapping, anything?
Well, if they tell me about the whole identify thing and then proceed to say that
this is at the
she's
same
not,
time, so
yeah, I wouldn't have anything else to do other than that.
okay. So eventually, you guys all sort of coalesce back at the tavern, one by one, with Richa still doing the panting and the grunting of carrying this food baby.
I was hoping I'd help him walk it off for a little bit.
It's a little bit better.
Noeka's about to explode, probably.
Richa just keeps eyeing the water closet.
I mean, I could give you something to make that happen if you wanted me to, but it's up to you.
Really tall building.
Nope, no idea. Sorry.
Raja just like longingly gazes up at the large mass of buildings that make the middle of this city, and the large four-pointed building that stands in the middle at the highest points, and is just like, oh, perfect.
A little bit. And then he's also thinking of like, is there an overhang where he can just sort of hang out until a cart drives underneath?
You got to time it just right.
Yeah, I don't want any part of that.
But it's a long ways away to get to it, and with your current excess, it'll be a lot of effort to get there.
I understand. He'll just use a regular bathroom.
So,
Hey, Bryn. Hey, gang.
everyone besides Amric.
Hello.
Amric hasn't come down yet. So a little bit of info. I ran into Demi.
Who was that?
Snorlax's assistant.
Who's this?
It's now going so far away from
What?
the actual name that they can't even recognize.
Thordon. Crinklehead. Anyway,
Bizarria?
sure.
Completely
Anyway,
different person.
Thrazak?
Yeah. I was like, I don't know his name
Sure.
either.
Your sister's fiance?
Sure, yeah, whatever. That guy.
Brother, mother, gotcha.
No,
Stop it.
no, you shut up.
Big
I
Mac
will
Dragon.
literally try to pop Richard in the head.
Mac Daddy Dragon.
So, Demi,
Does that hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Just gonna smack you in the head. I ran into Demi, and he said that the easiest way to get to Vor is airship or caravan. The caravan's only going to take an extra week. I think the caravan would be best because apparently a ride on an airship is 5 mithril a person.
one mithril person, sorry.
1 mithril a person.
That is a lot.
That's a lot.
Val said that like it brought it back into our price range.
So that's 500 gold a person. That's not worth it. I mean, even for a week.
Yeah, I think the extra week might be worth saving that much money.
It just depends on how long it takes to get down there in general.
That's still put it within the time frame.
We don't know. That's the thing. I mean, getting down there and getting shit done hopefully won't take that long. Depending on what it is we have to do. Bryn, do you know what it is we have to do?
Well, I don't think anybody's done it in a couple hundred years. So, not sure.
Well, we might want to remedy that so we don't go hundreds of miles and wind up just standing there with no idea what we're doing. We do that enough.
Could I have gotten the barkeep's name and the time that I was talking to him?
Yeah.
I forgot to ask.
Okay, 1 second.
Thank you.
I mean, even if somebody knew what to do, the only place that anybody is pointing us to is there anyway. And you'd think that the people there would know better than anybody else, wouldn't they?
Well, it seems like the Valkyrie gave Vor to the Drow a while ago, so they haven't been there.
His name is Orym.
Really? Orym.
Orym.
Like Liam O'Brien Orym?
I don't know.
Does Nori know anything about Drow?
No.
I've got poison from him, and he'll just like show the vials for no apparent reason.
Oh yeah, we found this herbalist, and she was pretty fucking cool. Racha got like really cool shit, and I got some healing potions, kids.
Nice.
As in like super cheap healing potions. Like inexpensive, not cheap. They work. So I've got 4 regular and 4 greater if we want to hand them out. If anybody wants one.
I wouldn't mind a couple healing potions.
Says
I will say
Amric as
one
he
of these
creeps
for
up behind
Amric
you.
since he's upstairs.
Oh yeah, I'm not here. Never mind.
You just hear the drip, drip, drip
like-
of salve.
No, he just has a sense. He's like, I think the idiots are getting together. I need to go join them.
It's about that time.
One of his runes lights up, and it's just like a
Exactly.
Oh, that's the dinner bell call. Lunchtime. Of the salve as he's stepping.
Ran out of salve. Time to get more.
Polly.
He's just like shiny from how much salve he has
Oh
on
yeah,
him.
definitely. Don't look at his bed. It's just a greasy mess.
And the best thing about it is it acts as bleach too.
Bleach those brown bed sheets.
What did you say, Caparna?
Rejuvenate? Help Amric at all in his pain?
No, this is more or less just gonna take some. It's only gonna take a couple days.
Sorry, Amric just gotta suffer for a little bit more.
If you end up guys doing too much healing to him, you're gonna end up washing away the tattoos. So
yeah, it erases it. Yeah.
So if you know anybody to talk to get a caravan down south, that'd probably be great. Also, I don't know if you want to research stuff, you totally can. I don't know where to do that either. Also,
I mean, we can try to find something, but I mean, Oren said that he couldn't think of anyone alive that might have done it. He says maybe the last one was like 300 years ago. So,
The
they're
Academy?
still alive. Yeah, right. Racha's got it.
The Academy, and he'll just like point out the window to the giant buildings in the center of the town.
yeah, we can definitely go try to find some more information about it. Probably be helpful.
Yeah, you guys go do that. I've got a date.
Good for you. Good luck.
I don't know yet.
Oh, did Ilanade set it up last night?
No. He set it up 2 days ago and didn't tell me. So just so you know, Otis is back. Did I ever tell you about Otis?
You told us a little bit, but not much.
So Otis has been stuck in a weird interdimensional rift for a very long time, about almost a year. He was on a mission and things went wrong and he got stuck, and people from his squad have been popping up throughout the year randomly, and they were trying to track it down and make sure it got taken care of. And apparently he popped up 2 days ago, and Ilanade neglected to tell me until this morning.
So what do you want to do?
There's really nothing I can do right now. I'm going to go upstairs by myself. I'm going to spend all of my spells on sending for about a half an hour. We're going to chat. And then apparently I'm supposed to meet someone down here at 9 o'clock. via Illinade, and I don't know why. Also, I got this super cool hammer,
Whoosha!
and I will show it to everybody.
Where
And
did you get that?
Under my bed. I think I shit it out last night, and I'm not mad about it. So I think I might have to go upstairs and attune to it to find out what it does.
Not sore, nothing.
Like me to take a look at it?
Racha, like, eyes wide,
No.
stares down at his belly.
Oh god. Did it hurt?
When I shit things out in my sleep, nothing hurts.
Shaw goes to take a nap.
That is not a sentence I ever thought I'd hear.
Racha now has that sentence.
Yes, which is why
You will
I
say
said
it.
as much.
You will say it in a death blow to somebody.
When I shit it out in my sleep, nothing hurts.
So I think I will be upstairs for a while you guys do stuff, whatever you need. Yeah, and then I'll be back down for dinner, and I will head upstairs.
Have a nice nap.
Yeah, let's call it a nap.
That's more of Amric following you up. Like, I got a little bit of food, I got a little bit of drink. This guy makes my salve. I need to go back upstairs.
I mean,
Yeah,
if he
Warren
wants to
wasn't
be up there for
identifying.
all this, what?
Warren was definitely talking to Amric as he watches him follow you up.
What did Warren say?
Have a nice nap.
Thumbs up. He's out. He's gonna slide his way back upstairs.
As we're going back
What's
upstairs,
up?
I will turn to Amric. I will make you more salve, but I cannot promise what happens after that.
It's okay. That's okay. I appreciate what you are able to make me.
I shared a room with Kaporan once. Nothing freaks me out anymore.
And I will spend probably a half an hour and about 5 spell slots talking to Otis.
Okay. Is there any specific questions you want to get across or anything like that?
Mini session.
Okay. Easy enough to do. But did you want to also attune to the new hammer?
Yes, I do.
Okie dokie. It is called... I'll make it available to you. Tone Brew. The Dragon Fury Hammer, brass. Bronze, sorry. They're right next to each other. Dragon Fury Hammer, bronze. It is a +2 to attack and damage, as well as critical hitting with this, and if that is a 20 for you, or if you have like certain feats that make it a 19 and 20, doesn't matter. So whatever a critical hit is obtained, it allows you. Whoops. Why did that go away? There we go. On a critical hit, you get to do 6d6 lightning damage to the target, as the dragon head will activate.
Now I just have to get close to something to hit it.
And it is unlimited uses, so it doesn't recharge or anything.
Is that just additional, or is that just automatically doubled because of it being a critical hit?
No, it's additional.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not a critical.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, 12d6 worth of damage.
Even Racha can't do that with his sneak attack.
Yeah, so it's just an additional 66 on top of the regular weapon damage that gets doubled from the crit.
Plus my divine smite.
Hmm? All right. Anybody else?
We're at lunchtime, you said?
Yeah.
About?
Yeah, roughly.
I'd probably go to the herbalist place, but I don't know if I have the mental capacity to RP that at the moment because I've gotten 18 hours of sleep throughout this entire past week. So
I thought you were gonna say today. I'd been like, damn, nice.
I wish.
Yeah, we're wrapping.
Richard will go with her. He forgot something to do with it.
Okay.
I wanted to go try to find more information about this rebirthing thing.
Okay.
Either books or people or whatever there is to find.
Okay. We can set that up.
If Kaporin wants to join me, she will drag him along.
Hey,
Just if you want to join me, I'm not gonna drag you along if you don't. Maybe.
Do you want to come
Possibly.
with me?
Depends on what you wanna
Sure. Drags him.
Slaps the belladonna thing, drag him along.
If Amric is capable of leaving the room,
He is.
you said that this area is not only Valkyrie, right? It's kind of varied.
All of Echelmore is. Though it is heavily Valkyrie, there is many different other races here too.
So there could be a weapon shop here.
Definitely a weapon shop. It's a Valkyrie home city. If the
Well, I mean,
herbalist has supreme healing, you can bet that there's probably some weapon
Well,
shops.
at
out there.
Lingui, they're also like only made their own weapons, so I figured it was a question worth asking.
No, it's specifically a Lingvi thing.
I will head to the weapon shop.
Okay. So I'm just putting it all down now. Nori and Richa going to herbalist. We got Amric going to a weapon shop. We got Brandon Kaporin going to information gather.
The library.
We'll put down library for now, if you even find a library. And probably we got a mini session coming up of you talking to Otis. Alrighty, guys. So we will come back to all those things next session. And we'll end it there. Any questions before we go?
So many.
Well,
So many.
You're a special case. And anybody
Yeah.
else have questions that I can answer?
the tattoo doesn't make any noise, right? It just moves around.
Just moves around, yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to message me and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. If I don't talk to y'all before then, you guys have a great weekend. And we shall be back Monday. Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.
Bye.
Night.
No.
Night.
Thank you all for those who stayed with us. Have a great night. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.